I looked out the window and observed this light moving at a very excessive speed, in excess of 600 knots. Coming at the helicopter, it looked like a locked-on missile. The thing that makes this particular evening a unique experience was that it was almost a mid-air collision with an object that we, or you know, as a UFO. We did not know it was such until it was on top of the helicopter, and that took just a matter of minutes.
After 21 years of study and investigation, I'm convinced that the evidence is simply overwhelming, that our planet Earth is being visited by intelligently controlled vehicles whose origin is off the Earth. In other words, some UFOs, underline the sum about 10 times, are somebody else's spacecraft. Now, I'm only concerned with those UFO reports which indicate things of definite size, shape, surface texture, whose behavior clearly indicates that they were manufactured somewhere other than Earth. You see, the single most important aspect of a flying saucer, from a government or military viewpoint, is its potential for military utilization. The first country to be able to duplicate the behavior of a flying saucer will rule the planet.
There were 7 of us on the way home from work. We were riding down a dirt road in a pickup, and we saw an object hovering off to the side of the road. It was a glowing disc-shaped object. It was about 90 feet away. When I regained consciousness, I was laying on my back. I came to slowly. I was in a lot of pain in my head and chest area. At first, I thought I was in a hospital. But when I could finally see, I saw these beings standing over me, and I just became hysterical.
Suddenly, we began to see a strange light in the sky, which was maneuvering in a very erratic pattern. This light began flying along beside us, and did this for about 30 miles until we came to an area known as Indian Head. And at that place, this light left the top of the mountain, came out over the highway, and stopped in midair directly in front of us. Barney jumped out of the car with the binoculars in an attempt to try to identify this craft, because we knew nothing about UFOs at the time.
I saw a UFO, and it went down the river, turned right at the United Nations, turned left, and then down the river. It wasn't a helicopter, and it wasn't a balloon, and it was so near.
And it looked what, sort of round, white, luminescent, and silent?
Silent, and it looked dark, like black or gray in the middle, and had white lights, just looked like light bulbs, you know? Just going off, on, blink, 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 round the bottom, and on top was a red light.
It looked like a very, very bright light. It wasn't. It was much brighter than a planet, and then it just zoomed away, and it was like a star. And this was only in a matter of seconds. This thing was really going fast. There was no sound. There was no sonic boom, no signature, sound signature, or engine noise at all. It was totally silent, and in just a few seconds, it was like a star in the sky.
Silhouette kind of things coming out of this haze towards me. And there were 3 of them. There was one on each side and one at my feet. And when they got close to me, then I could see what was going on, and they weren't human. They were obviously inhuman somethings. And they were just standing there looking at me. And I was freaking out. I mean, I was wishing I could get up and run, but I couldn't move.